with the Fu Hak, Tiger and Crane, and Wing Chun, and Sifu Bei with the Hung Ga, Tiger and Crane system. You see some experimentation going back and forth with the Chin Na techniques from both styles. As I was saying, it's very important to experiment, and it's very, very important to keep the joy in your training. Joyful training leads to great gains. With the Chin Na, you'll also see some examples of Chinese wrestling or Sui Chow techniques that until recently have been little known. Here are some further techniques of Wing Chun Chin Na. These techniques previously have not been seen. And here is the slipping hand technique. Wing Chun's answer for the angular blocking systems of most other styles. Just like the Chi Sao, we remain stuck and we flow to move as the opponent moves. This is the same technique, only difference being that we're doing the finger fighting, the Wing Chun principle known as the Bill G aspect. Any gross movement is followed by a slip and a strike. Here's another example of contact reflex. Some examples of Wing Chun Chin Na against a knife. In Wing Chun, we tell the students that a knife is nothing more than a longer arm with a point at the end of it. It's important not to be awestruck by the fact that your opponent has a weapon. In this, blending to the attack is very important.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1, 2.
See, in Wing Chun, now we try to blend to the attack, similar to that of a field.
We teach fighting principles, not moves.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
A good sound grasp of fighting principles will lend to the defense of many attacks.
8, 9.
In training with these techniques at home, be sure to use a rubber knife.
Ready? Exercise. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1.
This is the Bill Sao entry technique. This, along with a number of other entry techniques, are the way Wing Chun people bridge the gap, so to speak. A fight can only happen when two people come together. Wing Chun teaches us to close the gap, make contact and then the reflex of the sensitivity of touch that we learned from our chi sao techniques come into play. You see some of that stickiness occurring here. The gap is bridged, contact is made, reflex occurs. It's important to learn how to respond to a fighting situation from nose to nose as well as from a distance, because we know that fighting is a fluid thing. We never know when it's going to come to us, and if it does, we don't know under what circumstances or environment surrounding that we'll have. So it's important to consider all these things in our training. Sao entry technique, the three basic traps that we've covered come into play. Techniques of chi sao and the sticking hands come into play. All the various footworks come into play. And it's very important that we throw thousands of punches like we do. As I have said, the more punches you throw, the better you get at punching. This is the single chi sao technique, single arm chi sao. This is what is learned at the very beginning of the chi sao techniques, and it progresses to the point where you start learning double, the lock sao, which we've already covered. It's important to use sensitivity of touch here as well, and the gainfulness of the exercise is realized by keeping your center, staying sticky.
Opposite rolls. Proper chamber. Each person learns to take the inside as well as the outside position, and this establishes your flow. And I realize it doesn't look like it's pertinent to fighting, but believe me, everything that you've seen so far flows from this very basic principle. The mukjong, or wooden man, is the training device used in Wing Chun to finalize our hand and foot techniques. It is the highest form of Wing Chun. Because the dummy is fixed in its angulation, we have to work around its angles, thereby perfecting our angles. All in all, there are no secrets. There's just hard work. Kung Fu can be a lifetime practice, and the benefits are many. Health, exercise, self-defense, concentration, discipline, self-esteem. Kung Fu really is a first line of defense against child abduction as well. If you're interested in practicing Kung Fu, seek out qualified instructors and go to a place where you feel like you're welcome. That'd be my suggestion to all of you. Everybody loves and desires the visually busy and dynamic and bombastic techniques of Kung Fu at its best. But few people realize the importance of beginning at the most logical place, which is the beginning. I would tell anybody to beware of any school that will claim to jump you right into advanced technique, or that you will learn how to do the more advanced aspects of a style, overnight, because it just doesn't work that way. This form that you see here is the first form that we teach, and it comes from the Sung Fu Hak style of tiger and crane, southern China. And it teaches a student how to combine hands and feet together, circular stepping techniques along with hand techniques. Here's student Andy Palastro performing the form. Keeping a balanced stance and learning how to turn is very important also. At Salt City Athletics, as you see, we're very involved in boxing as well. There's Sam Johnson, dressed in white, one of my boxing students at Syracuse Boxing Club. And you see Sam, he fights out of the Wing Chun wedge hand position. Wing Chun is very adaptable to boxing as well. Sam trains very hard, and as I said, the only magic is hard work, and that is a student that demonstrates it. This was a very busy fight, and Sam came out on top once again.
I want to thank Sifu Walsh for allowing me to come to his school. If you're interested in studying some Wing Chun or even some boxing or just getting in shape, you can check out the Salt City Athletics and the Syracuse Boxing Club right at 434-9857. Give Sifu Walsh a call. Other than that, we'll see you next time on Guide to the Fighting Arts.
Trade.